AITA for asking my husband to not eat lunch at night? We're a one-income family. We have a 10-year-old and baby who's under a year old. I can't work due to health, chronic pain issues. My husband works full-time, usually 35 to 40 hours a week. When I cook dinner, I make enough so my husband has leftovers to take to work the next day. He has the habit of eating what's supposed to be his lunch as a large nighttime snack before bed. We have plenty of stuff he can snack on or heat up that's not his lunch for the next day. Then he ends up eating out instead, and he hates fast food, so he spends $20 to $25 on lunch each day he eats his lunch as a snack. This adds up and makes money tighter for us. I get it's his income, but it's affecting the entire family. I've asked him to not eat his lunch as a snack, but he says he loves my cooking and can't help it, and I should feel complimented. He enjoys it so much. I do appreciate he likes what I cook so much, but I also like knowing our bills will all be paid and we can afford gas, groceries, household supplies, and stuff for the kids without being in the red each week. AITA, edit. If I make more for dinner, he will have third, fourth helpings. I do the grocery shopping and try to get everything I can on his snack list. He will still eat his lunch as a snack. Hubby is a recovering gambling addict and currently owes $100K in back taxes that I'm trying to also budget to pay towards each month. He currently works in retail making around $40K a year. He has a master's in economics and used to make $200K plus, but some bad decisions in life messed that up, and he ended up in legal trouble and can no longer work in his former industry. Comment. 1. NTA. Having been in this position, the only thing that worked was sitting my husband down and actually showing him the numbers. Say he's eating out 3 times a week, that's $60 to $75 per week, or $240 to $300 per month. Over $3,000 per year, girl. That's a family vacation. That's he's eating. That's a full month's or more rent, mortgage. Simply because he won't save dinner leftovers for lunch and stop eating out. Lay out the actual cost of his snacking and give him a reality shock. It might help put things in perspective for him. Good luck. Comment 2. Wow, you really buried the lead here with the fact that this man owes $100K in back taxes and had a previous gambling addiction. There is absolutely zero reason he should be eating out with that much debt owed. Jesus in a Prius. Also, he should learn some self-control. All these suggestions of portioning out 2 meals. Just know. This grown-ass man needs to learn to restrain his impulsivity and leave his homemade lunch alone. NTA. Comment 3. NTA. Your husband is being irresponsible, and it's both of your money because you are caring for the children and a household for both of you just as he is caring for the income for all of you. Come up with a solution together. Either make more food when you cook and portion out 2 lunches worth for the fridge, or, if he just enjoys eating out, plan for the whole family to enjoy going out much less often than his every day, or learning not to eat huge amounts at night before bed, or something else. Edit. And maybe you should take over management of the finances and set a budget. OITA for asking a teacher not to pair me and my stepsister together for a school project. I 16M am the same age as my stepsister. We have a couple of classes together, and one of those is social studies. Our teacher had talked about a project coming up where we'd be put into pairs and expected to work together for a prolonged period of time. I knew my stepsister would want to be paired with me, so a couple of weeks before the pairs were assigned, I asked the teacher if she could not pair us up. She and I talked for a few minutes, and she assured me we wouldn't be. I was relieved. Then, when we were paired up, my stepsister asked the teacher why wasn't with me. She told her that she wanted to give everyone the chance to do the project with someone they hadn't worked with before. My stepsister went home and complained to her mom. Then her mom complained to my dad. Then they both complained to the teacher and lied and told her that both my stepsister and I had complained to them. The teacher was like, I thought unhappy didn't want to be paired with stepsister, and it became a fight between them. Then my dad asked me what the hell I had done. He said I knew my stepsister would want to be with me, and I went out of my way to be with anyone else. He said she only wants to have some time with me, and working together would have been a great bonding experience for us since I have never put much focus on bonding with her. They think I'm a dick now, and my stepsister was upset. She heard my dad and her mom yelling about it, and she was hurt. I didn't want to be paired with her. The reason I didn't want to pair with her is I did not want to spend all that time with her on the project. She's always trying to cling on to me, and I don't like it. I don't dislike her, but I'm not interested in being her friend or anything either. I'm polite, I'm civil, but I don't care about being close. I'd never get time to myself if I gave in. AITA? Comment 1. NTA, you are fine. She's always trying to cling on to me and I don't like it. This is reasonable. I'd never get time to myself if I gave in. Make sure you don't give in. Your parents are AHs. Thank the teacher, and ask him again not to be paired with your stepsister in the future. Comment 2. Your father and stepmother went to the teacher to complain about pairing you up for a school assignment. Then they lied about you wanting to be paired up with her. AITA for failing to realize I work a white blouse to a wedding. Title should say, War Not Work. I was invited to my brother's wedding. Our relationship is okay. We don't talk much because we live in different parts of the world. The wedding was 2 weeks ago, and I flew in a week beforehand. I was not in the bridal party or anything like that. I also don't really have a relationship with his wife. So there should be no bad blood between anyone. The dress code was fancy. It didn't say much more. The only thing it said was no indigo blue dresses or white dresses, as well as no velvet red suites, as those were the colors of the wedding party. I hate dresses. I have not worn one since I was 13. For fancy wear, I only wear suits, pantsuits, one-piece, etc. For my own wedding, I wore a very nice white pantsuit. For this occasion, I chose a normal black suit, vest, and suit jacket. White blouse, black heels, slick hair, some toned-down makeup. No tie but a nice necklace. I looked good, but in no way bridal or upstagey. And to be honest, most men had the same outfit on, sans heels, which is why it never crossed my mind that I was doing something wrong. Till after the food, everything was going well. I had noticed the bridal party bumping into me somewhat often, but shit hit the fan when I took off my vest because I had spilled something on it. Then the bride's family and friends started to be more hostile with me, culminating in the braids-maid dumping red wine on me. I was mad, but I pretended like it was a genuine mistake and didn't say anything. Since then, my brother has called me 3 times, once to tell me that I really fucked up his wedding, the second to demand that I apologize, and the 3, which was like 4 minutes later, not even leaving me time to write his wife, telling me I am dead to him until I make this up to him. My husband and mother are bewildered by this. My father said I should have had more foresight, seeing as I am a woman and wore white to a wedding. AITA. Comment 1. NTA. I too am bewildered. It sounds like your outfit was predominantly dark in color and obviously was not a wedding dress or bridal garb in any way. The behavior of those who were offended at the wedding is atrocious and disgusting. Even if you had indeed made the faux pas they seem to think you did, that would have been ridiculous and inappropriate treatment. I'm sorry you were held to that ridiculous standard. Does your family dynamic historically really involve statements like, "You're dead to me"? What does your brother even mean by making it up to him? They want you to grow well? I mean, they honestly just sound extraordinarily easily triggered, unkind, and mean. Comment 2. I don't think it's because you wore white. I think it's because you wore a man's clothes. They're sexist, homophobic, or otherwise bigoted. Take your pick depending what's relevant to your identity. Your NTA does kind of sound like your brother is being brainwashed. Also, your dad's comment is a bit sexist too. Comment 3. I would have to see what you wore to say if I thought it should have been obvious, but I personally would not a fuck if someone wore a white blouse to my wedding, and I definitely wouldn't think they were trying to upstage me. I would be pissed if someone wore a white dress, though, and I think that is reasonable. I think it is very strange that the bridal party resorted to bullying you like you were in a high school hallway. I guess apologize, but you're ente. AITA for not telling my ex-wife I got married again. I 28M was married to my ex-wife for 2 years before we divorced, because I realized I was gay. I had been out as bi from age 16, as I knew I liked men but also liked women. However, I realized when I was 24 that I didn't like women. So I told my wife I wanted a divorce but said I was happy to co-parent our 1-year-old. She agreed. We both lived in London until recently I moved to Switzerland to live with my now husband, and we got married there. I didn't invite my ex as she had a new boyfriend whom me and our little boy don't like, and I knew he would definitely say something homophobic at the wedding. I have complete custody of our son as he wanted to live with me and my ex agreed. Now our son was at the wedding and looked so smart, so I sent photos to my ex and she started messaging me and calling me, telling me I am so rude for not inviting her, or even telling her. And she wanted our son back with her. I said no. And now all her family are messaging me saying I am an asshole and should have told her. IDK if I am or not. Note: the agreement about custody was in court, and she knew at the time I had a fiancé, so IDK what she was expecting to happen in the future. Comment 1. A simple getting married text would not have killed you. If she's still involved in her son's life, knowing major life events are happening is a valid complaint. No need to invite her, though. Do we have a "can everyone just do better" tag? Sigh. ETA. Literally says, points up to post. No need to invite her. A lot of people seem mad I said invite her when I said the exact opposite. Comment 2. ESH. Everybody sucks here. Her outrage over not being invited to the wedding is silly. Taking offense at you not even telling her about it is pretty normal. If your relationship is such that you're sending photos to your ex-wife, then your relationship is also such that you should have mentioned, Joe and I are getting married this weekend. I'll send some pictures of little Bobby in his suit next week. Comment 3. ESH. Since you have a child together, letting her know would have been the right thing to do. She's over the line saying you should have invited her. AITA for not wanting to sleep in the same bed as my girlfriend's body pillow. I, 25, M, have a girlfriend, 26F, who's autistic. Normally I wouldn't bring this up, but it is relevant to this story. She's pretty high functioning, but the main way her autism affects her is a really strong special interest in one specific fictional character. I've never had an issue with this, and I try to keep up with whatever's going on in the fandom for her and listen to her info dumping about her favorite character on a regular basis. About a year ago, my girlfriend got a body pillow of her favorite character. I didn't really have an issue with it, as we have a very large bed with more than enough room for something like a body pillow. The body pillow wasn't even that weird. As far as body pillows go, it's just her favorite character wearing her normal outfit on one side and a simple dress on the other. Definitely not weird compared to other kinds of body pillows out there. Recently, my girlfriend told me she's getting more covers and another pillow in her so she can have 2 body pillows to sleep with at once. I was more apprehensive about this, as our bed is big, but 2 5-feet-long pillows plus 2 people feels like it would be pushing it. She assured me that if it was really an issue, she could go back to only sleeping with one or alternatively lay one of them Lincoln style and use it as a regular pillow, so I agreed to it once again. The real issue arose when the pillow covers actually arrived yesterday. She did get another cover of her favorite character, as I'd expected, but what I hadn't was that she'd also gotten a cover featuring her favorite character's dad. I'd always known she had a little crush on him, but I never thought it would go that far. Worse, this pillow isn't just him in a normal outfit like her original one. One of the sides full-on has his dick and balls out for the world to see. I told my girlfriend that I'm putting my foot down, and I refuse to sleep in a bed with another man, even if that man is a pillow. She said that that's ridiculous, it's not like he's real, and one of the sides is SFW, so if I'm really uncomfortable she can just keep it flipped to that side. I said that I still don't feel comfortable with that. I know I wouldn't be able to forget the uncomfortably detailed dick lying in wait on the other side of the pillow, especially if I have to sleep right next to it. She said she can put the pillow with her favorite character, who's female, between us, and keep the dad pillow firmly on her side of the bed, but I said I just don't want him in my bed at all. She's pretty pissed about it. Her body pillows are pretty expensive since she has to get the art custom drawn and then custom printed, and it's not something you can return. The dad character really doesn't have any super fans other than her, so it's not like there's some other girl she can possibly try to sell him to either. I know she's been saving for this pillow a long time, so I do feel guilty saying she can't cuddle with it. AITA. Comment 1. NTA. Detailed dick. Comment 2. NT. A. I feel like a nude body pillow is inherently sexual, and thus everyone sleeping in that bed needs to 100% be comfortable for it to be there. Comment 3. Let her hump her pillows in peace. No, but that's weird. AF. Almost as cringe as bronies and furries. Besides being totally blunt about it, I have no idea what I'd do. I don't think the pillow itself would bother me as much as the GF wanting the pillow in the first place would. NTA. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.